We're always told that leadership is something you have to go out and get. Like you need a new skill, a bigger title, another certificate on the wall. But what if that's completely backward? What if leadership isn't something you acquire at all, but something you already are? Think about it. The usual advice tells us to look outside of ourselves, right? We ask, what skills am I missing? What job title should I be chasing? What do I have to do to finally get people to see me as a leader? It's exhausting. But let's just flip that whole idea on its head for a minute. What if that desire you feel, that pull to lead, to inspire, to make a real difference, isn't something you need to go find? What if it's already right there inside you, just waiting to be recognized? Okay, so let's start by tackling what we'll call the leadership myth. This is the huge, pervasive idea that we're somehow not enough as we are, that we're starting from a place of lack, and we need to pile on external achievements and fancy titles just to fill some kind of void. It turns leadership into this endless game of seeking approval from the outside. And that search, it leads us straight into something called the satisfaction trap. It's this vicious cycle where we're constantly chasing the next thing, believing that something out there will finally be the thing that makes us feel happy and fulfilled. There's this line from a poem called No Satisfaction that just nails it. We get attached to this fabrication, this totally made-up story, that things are the source of our joy. Possessions, status, what other people think of us. We chase all of that, and in the process, we completely ignore our own gut feeling about what truly makes us happy. And you know what this looks like in real life, right? It's that frantic cycle of always striving for more, constantly comparing ourselves to other people on social media, measuring our lives against what society says we should be doing. We get so caught up in this race that we lose ourselves. I mean, this source material even tells this crazy story of this mindset leading someone to near bankruptcy, all because they thought, I have to do all these things to finally be enough. So it really boils down to a clear choice. Do we stay stuck on the left side of the screen in that external loop of striving and comparing, or do we make the shift? Do we start looking inward to a place of just being and believing that we are already starting from a place of enough? And that brings us to this massive turning point, the leader in the mirror. It's time to stop looking out the window and start looking in the mirror. This quote, wow, it gets right to the heart of it. It's so easy for us to spot leadership qualities in other people, but we're often totally blind to them in ourselves. So seriously, take a moment, picture yourself looking in the mirror. That person looking back at you, that is a leader, whether you believe it yet or not. Now, here's a really powerful idea to chew on. We see the world not as it is, but as we are. So when you admire someone for their incredible courage or their deep compassion, you're not just seeing something in them. You're actually recognizing a quality that is also inside of you. It's like a little ping, a signal from the universe to look inward and ask, hey, where does that courage live in me? So once you adopt this perspective, the whole definition of leadership just completely transforms. It's no longer about control or having power over other people. Real leadership becomes about awareness. It's about inspiring others to see and step into the greatness that is already inside of them. And when you think of it that way, you start to see leadership absolutely everywhere. It's not just locked away in some corner office. You are a leader when you're a parent guiding your kids, when you're supporting your family through tough times, when you simply show up with integrity for your friends. It has nothing to do with the title on your business card and everything to do with the impact you have on people's lives. Recognizing this leader within naturally leads us back outward, but in a totally new and powerful way, through real, genuine connection. It's about making a huge mental shift from seeing ourselves as separate little islands to understanding that we are all deeply, fundamentally connected. There's this poem called Divine Maths that poses this profound question. You know that cold, hard logic that says it's okay to sacrifice one person for the good of the 99? This poem challenges that head on. It asks us to imagine a wilder possibility. What if we're all so connected that leaving even one person behind hurts every single one of us? In this kind of divine math, 99 plus 1 equals 1, the whole. If one person is lost, the whole thing is incomplete. It's this incredible reminder that every single person matters, that to save the one is in a way to save us all. And this isn't just a nice idea, it works in the real world. Take the story of Cadbury. The founder didn't see his workers as cogs in a machine. He saw them as family. So when he was about to lose a working mother from his team, he didn't just shrug and say, "Oh well, that's business." Nope. He innovated. He built a nursery right there in the factory. He understood that when you take care of one person, the whole community thrives. Now that's a different kind of bottom line.
You can apply this same thinking to networking. I know, for a lot of us that word just feels icky, right? Transactional and fake. But what if we completely reimagined it? What if networking wasn't about what you can get from people, but simply about what you can give? About building real relationships, sharing our stories, and supporting each other just for the sake of it.
All right, this all leads us to the absolute core of this whole explainer, the one idea that changes everything, your authentic starting point. Now, this quote might twist your brain a little at first, but stick with me because it is so powerful. We spend so much of our lives searching for security, trying to fix this feeling of insecurity that we think is just part of who we are. But this poem suggests we've got it all wrong. Real security doesn't come from adding anything. It comes from realizing that the insecurity itself isn't real. It's just a story we've been telling ourselves. So here it is, the ultimate takeaway. You are not broken. You do not need to be fixed. Your true starting point isn't lack. It is complete and total wholeness. That feeling of insecurity is just a story someone told you, a story you might have started telling yourself. But that story is not your reality. The security, the confidence, the leadership you've been searching for, it's been right here inside you the whole time. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. If you truly, deeply let go of that story of not being enough and fully stepped into the truth that you are already whole, what kind of leader would show up in your life? Starting right now.